Hey guys, this is Jake with P3. In this video we're going to show you how to install the display portion of your booster multi-gauge for the BMW E90 and E92 vehicles. So what we want to do first is make sure that this display works correctly. You can do this by plugging it into your vehicle, starting it up. I've got a little test rig set up here that we can plug into. Just want to make sure that the function of the buttons works correctly, all the digits light up on the screen. Just want to avoid installing something into your dash and pulling it back out just in case there were any issues. So we're good on that. We've got our OEM vent here from BMW, and we're going to start just by, there's a side clip here. You can take a small screwdriver and just disengage that clip. It'll snap pretty loudly, like that. Then come to the top. You've got these 3 clips across the top that we need to disengage. I like to take a small screwdriver and just insert it and push forward. Just pops them right out. And then the same on the bottom. We've got the same 3 clips across the bottom. Just push the screwdriver in, just push forward. That'll pop right off. So this whole face will come off. The only thing you have left is this little ball joint here, and if you just rotate gently, they'll just take that right off without breaking anything. So this display actually takes the place of all 4 horizontal vents on this. So we're going to remove those all 4 as an assembly. Just come to this sidebar here, disengage. There's 2 tabs on the side of this that we just need to get to come out. You can just, right there, it comes out really easy. Set that to the side. Okay, so this unit has a vent slat all the way toward the left side that you can still install the cable through between these 2, but when I do them at the shop, I like to remove this vent slat just to make the installation a little easier, a little cleaner. And when I do that, I'll take a pair of snips, and there's a slider bar that keeps all of these in unison. I just snip that in between the last 2. So now this one's independent. And then I'll also come up to the top here and just snip the little axle that it sits on. And now it'll just fall right out, like so. So we still got all of our other ones working together, but that one's out of the way, and now we have room to run our cable around the side without having it in the way of any of the vertical vent slats. Okay, on this also, you can set these to where you want, and then later on you can use like a pen or something to move these. Since we lose on this design, we lose our slider bar. You actually don't move this afterward, but if you just set them to where you want after you've got the install done, that's good. I actually like to, after I get the cable in, I'll put a little dab of glue just to hold these in place, just pointing towards the driver typically. Alright, so we want to take our display cable and we're going to feed it on the left side here, and we want to make sure it goes under the flap in the back, so it needs to go on the bottom side of that flap. Go ahead and pull that through. Okay, now that I've got my cable around, this is where I like to put a little dab of glue just to hold the vent assembly in place here. That'll be hidden behind the display. Okay. So take your display. We've got 2 tabs on this side that go in these 2 holes, same on the other side. I like to start on this side since the cable's over here, and then just very gently you can put a slight bend on the display. Not enough that it's going to stay bent, just enough to where it gets right in there, and then it's going to return back to straight when you let go. That'll be like that. Now we can come and put the face back on. So I'll just pull this little tie rod thing out of the way, and I'll start on the bottom by engaging these 3 tabs. You want to make sure it'll snap firmly into place, like that. And then I'll work my way to the top. We want to make sure right now it's over top of the housing. We want to go under the housing, but this finger here still stays on top. So we get the 3 top ones. They'll also firmly engage. And then you've got that side that's going to engage as well. And now we want to make sure our cable's not twisted. We want to make sure it's nice and flat. Also, you don't want to pull real tight. You want to make sure you get a little slack pushed back in, just a little bit, and that just keeps a little bit of tension off the back of the display there. And I get it in place, pinch it, and then let's shut this air flap here, and it locks your cable into place. And then you can just push that ball joint back into place. It snaps right in. So now you can just fold this cable right around and install if you wish. this cable is designed to fold like that, and then this foam actually takes up the gap pretty nicely, and so this will be held in place by the plenum in your vehicle. You'll be good to go. When I pre-install these at the shop, I like to go a little further and make them look a little cleaner. And I'll actually do a little snip here and on this side of the cable. I'll do that about 1/8 of an inch deep. And then I like to just clear out a real thin channel, maybe just about the width of the cable, a little bit more. So now we've got this nice little groove that the cable can be recessed in. So now with your fingers or with a knife or a small screwdriver or something, just gently separate the foam from the vent housing, like so, because we're going to give a little tunnel for the cable to go through. And then you just gently feed the cable through. If you rip the foam, it's fine, it'll be held in place by the plenum, or you can just glue it or tape it together. But if you're gentle, it's pretty durable, it'll be okay. Get that fed through there. Once again, we want to make sure this cable's nice and flat, not twisted. That'll prevent any installation problems. Now I'll just give it a good pinch to hold it in place around the back of the housing. And then I also like to put a little dab of glue on each side, just to hold it in place. That'll make your installation a little bit smoother. You can use 3M tape or any type of glue or adhesive, or you can use none at all, it's just optional. And then I'll also, while I'm in there, I'll just put a little dab of glue under this foam so it can't move around. And what you end up with is, you know, a nice smooth surface so that the cable's not coming out. Just another step that you can make the install a little cleaner, a little simpler. Not required. Okay, so now that we're done, we want to make sure if you didn't glue your vertical slats in place, you can use, you know, something to move them back and forth to wherever you have the desired position, or you can just leave them. We just want to make sure that our flap works, which it does. We're all good. And then before you install this back in the vehicle, go ahead and just plug it all in and start it up. Make sure it's working correctly still. Just want to go through the functions. Looks like we're good here. So this one's ready to install in the vehicle. Let us know what you think about these videos. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot us a message or email us, service@p3cars.com. Check us out on our website, p3gauges.com, and also on Instagram @p3gauges. Thanks, guys.